In my 10 years working in automotive dealerships, I've learned there are 3 things you should never tell a car salesman if you're hoping to get a good deal. And for good measure, we're going to throw in a bonus tip at the end that may surprise you. Ralphie, kick it. First, let's get the big glaring one out of the way that we're always talking about on this channel. Do not tell a car dealer about the monthly payment you have in mind. Now, our minds are all wired to think in terms of monthly payments, whether it be a car, a cell phone plan, a streaming service, whatever. But if you walk into a dealership and tell a salesperson how much you're willing to spend per month, he'll most likely get you there. But what is it going to cost you? There are all kinds of ways that a dealer can manipulate a car payment to satisfy your request while jacking up the profit they pull out of your wallet. The first thing they'll try is to extend the term of your loan. You can make some magically low payments happen when you stretch a finance term from 60 to 84 months. But when a dealer tries that, you need to take a step back and check what that extended financing and the added interest mean to the total cost of the vehicle in the long run. Also, by revealing your preferred payment amount, it allows the dealership to do a balancing act between the selling price of the vehicle, the value of your trade-in, if you have one, and any manufacturer discounts or incentives to get your payment where you want it to be. But here's the problem. One or more of those numbers can be twisted in a way that still maximizes profit for the dealership and ends up costing you more. So here's the big rule we follow on this channel. Never, and I mean never, purchase a vehicle based on the affordability of a monthly payment. We outline all the reasons why in a separate video, so I won't repeat them here. But Ralphie will link that video in the description. Instead, you want to lock into what that monthly payment they're offering does to the total out-the-door price, including dealer add-ons and fees. Everything except taxes and licensing. We're looking to see how the dealership's total price compares to the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Did you get a discount, or did they add a markup? Is the added interest way too high? Did they inflate the value of your trade-in to make you happy, only to take that money back with added fees? All these facts get lost when you focus solely on the amount of your monthly payment. The second thing that you never want to reveal to a car dealer is how much you like the vehicle. This one might sound obvious, but I can't overstate how important it is. After you go for a test drive, your salesperson is going to very casually ask you, "So, what do you think of the car?" If your response is, "Oh, I absolutely love it. It answers all my needs. I have to have that color," then that salesperson now knows that you are emotionally invested in that vehicle, and they could hold a little firmer on the price. Remember, your willingness to walk away from a deal is one of your most powerful negotiating tools, so it's in your best interest to temper your responses. For example, "It's not bad" is a better response than "I absolutely love it." You see, every car deal has a finite amount of gross profit or financial wiggle room that the dealer is willing to give up to get you to sign a contract. If they know you're dead set on getting that vehicle, that profit margin is not going to shrink much, if at all. Also, by telling a dealer how much you like the car, they will absolutely use that information to get past any objections you have about the deal. For example, when you point out that the total selling price is a few $100s higher than the manufacturer's suggested retail price, they'll turn around and say, "But this is the unit that has the panoramic moonroof that you wanted, and it's the color that you love." Suddenly, the negotiation isn't about whether the vehicle is worth the price. Instead, it's about how much you're willing to pay for something you've already told them that you want. Simply put, the more a dealer knows that you want that specific car, the less they will worry about you walking out the door. The third thing that you never want to tell a car dealer is your total personal budget for the out-the-door price of a vehicle. In my younger years, I made this very mistake when our kids were small and my wife needed a new minivan. Ours had been written off in an accident, and I had a check from the insurance company to buy a new vehicle. Well, I thought I was doing myself a favor by telling the dealer that I have $40,000 to spend and not a penny more. I was confident that I was setting a hard ceiling on the price I was willing to pay. What I ended up doing was giving that dealer a target to hit, on his terms. It was many months later that I realized that I may have actually been able to get a higher trim level of that minivan with leather seats and a moonroof if I had kept my total budget to myself and negotiated the price of the vehicle itself at the ideal trim level we would have wanted. So please, don't reveal your budget to the dealer. But do go into the dealership with a total price in mind that's hopefully below MSRP that you want to pay for the vehicle. Your budget might be considerably higher than that, but if the dealer is aware of that higher number, he's going to massage the value of your trade-in, the selling price of the vehicle, and any added fees to get to that number rather than bringing down the out-the-door cost of that vehicle. Again, putting it simply, your budget is your personal limit, not the value of the vehicle. Thank you very much for hanging in for our bonus tip. Number 4, never tell a dealer that you're planning to pay cash for your vehicle. What I'm talking about are scenarios where you've either saved up the money for your new vehicle or you've secured financing separately through your bank. Never give that information to the dealer while you are negotiating the price. There's an old school belief that if you're paying cash, you'll get a better deal. No, not at a car dealership. You see, dealers make a lot of money by convincing you to finance your vehicle because they get a kickback from the lenders. If they know from the start that you're paying cash, it's highly unlikely that you're going to see any substantial discount on the vehicle because they know that they're not likely to squeeze more profit out of you in the finance office. So when you start your negotiation and they ask whether you plan to finance your purchase, all you want to say is, let's agree on the price of the vehicle first, we'll discuss the payment options afterward. Lastly, if you appreciate these straightforward videos about how to deal with car dealership negotiations, please give us a like and subscribe so we can reach more car buyers just like you. We've got a collection of videos here on YouTube to help with your next vehicle purchase, and you can go to carzuka.ca for detailed articles breaking down each step. I'm Thomas. This is Carzuka. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride.